Greetings, fellow travelers. I'm Captain Zara, and I welcome you all aboard this vessel as we embark on an extraordinary journey. Today, we stand on the cusp of history as we prepare to explore the vast expanse of our tri-star system, home to 18 wondrous planets waiting to be discovered. But before we begin this epic space odyssey, let us introduce you to the Chronicles of Neanderthals, a journey that takes you back to the dawn of civilization, when our ancestors, the Heidelbergensis, were first transported from Earth to Neanderthals by the enigmatic antediluvians, an ancient race of space explorers. Follow our 8-part series to learn how we overcame our fears and warlike tendencies to build a prosperous world and a spacefaring society. And it all begins with the Chronicles of Neanderthals. The Chronicles serve as a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in our darkest hours, there is light. Even in the face of adversity, there is opportunity. And even in the vast expanse of space, there is unity.
The seafaring nature of the Neanderthalian civilization can be attributed to a unique combination of planetary geography and its status as a super-Earth. This distinctive environment shaped the course of their history and led to the emergence of seafaring nations as a central feature of their civilization. Neanderthals' status as a super-Earth, with its greater mass and gravity compared to Earth, had a profound impact on the planet's geological features. During its early formation, Neanderthals endured a barrage of colossal meteors striking the surface. These cataclysmic events shattered the planet's continental plates, leaving it with a landscape dominated by large islands. Yet, these 14 islands were not just merely islands. In reality, they were the tips of mountainous regions that ranged into far deeper oceans than would ever be found on Earth. Even though the Earth is 70% water, the oceans account for less than 1% of the Earth's mass. On Neanderthals, the planet is 90% water and accounts for 10% of the planet's mass. The presence of 14 small continents that function more like vast islands created a fragmented and diverse planet. Through hundreds of thousands of years, evolution had created unique ecosystems that were each vastly different from the other large islands on Neanderthals. In many cases, each island carried land animals that were indigenous to that mini-continent. The same evolutionary process took shape with ornamental flowers, trees, and exotic spices. Each island nation offered newfound opportunities to exchange and share goods and products. Compelling stories and rumors about strange new wonders shared by explorers encouraged the development of extensive seafaring trade routes. The existence of numerous natural harbors along the coastlines of these small continents further incentivized the development of the 14 seafaring civilizations. The cosmic influence of the night sky. Neanderthals holds a cosmic place in the Milky Way galaxy. This habitable exoplanet is a super-Earth with 3 suns traveling within the Hyades star cluster. Navigators learned to use the movements of these celestial bodies as they explored the vast oceans connecting the continents. Nighttime offered a celestial canvas for their voyages and became an integral part of a rich maritime heritage that defined their civilization. Time marched on and Neanderthals was now deep into the industrial age. Mighty districts began sprouting on all continents, establishing urbanized regions on an unprecedented scale. Steam-driven, electric and solar-powered ships populated the high seas. There were cargo tankers as large as dinosaurs. There were cruise ships, steamboats, and cabin cruisers of all sizes, just to name a few. Hydrogen ships were now being tested as well as hovering watercraft. These vessels were designed for efficient transportation of goods, people, and resources between nations. Despite their significant technological advancements, air flight was still in its infancy on Neanderthals. Neanderthalians were fascinated by the idea of flight, but it remained an elusive dream, with challenges related to propulsion and the unique atmospheric conditions of their planet. Even though experimental airships and balloons existed in the heavy gravity of Neanderthals, they had not yet reached the level of practicality seen in seafaring vessels, but a solution was on the horizon. A new technological age for the Neanderthalians began to emerge thanks to scientific innovation. Radio waves were discovered, opening the door for new methods of communicating. Radio, phone lines, and televideo became common household staples, enabling real-time communication instantly across the planet. Soon after, computer technology began to transform the world. Computers became a major boon to scientific research and business operations, not to mention how it affected society in general. This new technology became the final piece needed to reach for the stars. At last, the Neanderthals were becoming better equipped through updated scientific advancements that were helping to develop air travel and eventually space exploration. Scientific minds and visionary engineers the world over embraced the challenge of overcoming the planet's immense gravity. Air travel soon became common and experimental rocketry began to progress at an exponential rate. The Neanderthals, once limited by their planet's greater gravity, now enjoyed efficient and reliable airplanes, airships, and other aerial vehicles that crisscrossed the skies, connecting distant regions. Experimental rocketry required pooling resources, knowledge, and expertise from various nations. Early rocket designs were tested and refined, leading to the development of more efficient and powerful engines. Scientific missions were launched into space, conducting experiments, gathering data, and paving the way for the ambitious undertaking of exploring the 18 neighboring planets and their moons. The 14 island nations began constructing groundbreaking space infrastructure, including space elevators and space stations, which offered new exciting vistas of the planet and the universe. Space elevators revolutionized transportation, making it cost-effective and efficient to access orbiting stations. These stations served as hubs for scientific research, interstellar travel, and a gateway to new frontiers. Soon an even more majestic technological wonder began to take shape in space. Neanderthals embarked on the construction of 3 major artificial rings to orbit around the planet, each serving a unique purpose. The communication ring. The first ring was designed primarily for global communication. The increasing congestion of satellites and space debris in orbit made it essential to find a more efficient solution. This communication ring, orbiting Neanderthals, replaced traditional satellites and connected relay stations on the planet's surface using a sophisticated network of radio transmissions. The solar ring. The second ring, located in a higher orbit, served as a colossal solar array designed to capture and transmit unlimited solar energy from Sovereign, the closest star to Neanderthals. This innovation addressed the planet's energy needs sustainably, providing a clean and renewable source of power that was beamed directly to the planet's surface. The spaceport ring. The third ring became a bustling spaceport and megacity in orbit. This extraordinary facility was not only a hub for interstellar travel but also a center for commerce, science, and leisure. It featured hotels, restaurants, scientific observation and experimentation centers, and much more. The spaceport not only facilitated journeys, but also contributed to humanity's understanding of the cosmos. As Neanderthals began their journey to the neighboring worlds, they stood prepared for an exciting future that was being shared by all nations. It was a future where the wonders of the cosmos were within reach, and where their planet, Neanderthals, was a shining example of what could be achieved when vision, unity, and technological prowess were combined to reach for the stars.